Are you ready to launch an LLC in Arizona? Great choice. You've come to the right place. An LLC can potentially shield your personal assets, like your home and savings, from lawsuits and creditors. There are 6 crucial steps to setting up an Arizona LLC, and we'll guide you through each one. By the end, you'll see just how easy it can be. Let's dive right in. Step 1. Choose a name for your LLC. Choosing a name might seem simple, but it requires careful consideration. Many applications are rejected because of naming issues. To avoid this, you must follow these guidelines. Your LLC name must contain the phrase, limited liability company, or limited company, or an abbreviation like LLC, with or without periods after each letter, or LC, in uppercase or lowercase letters. Avoid names that suggest your LLC is a bank, credit union, or trust company. Do not use words like association, corporation, or incorporated, or their abbreviations. Your chosen name must be unique and not likely to be confused with another business. For important links and more about the naming guidelines set by the Arizona Secretary of State. To check if your chosen name is available, conduct an Arizona business name search through the Arizona Corporation Commission's online portal. Step 2. Appoint a statutory agent. The next step is to appoint a statutory agent, also known as a registered agent or resident agent. This is essential, as your LLC can be administratively dissolved if you don't appoint one. Under Arizona law, your LLC cannot act as its own statutory agent. The agent must be a separate legal entity. The statutory agent's primary responsibility is to forward any service of process, legal notices that someone is suing your LLC, and official notices from the Arizona Corporation Commission to your LLC. The agent must have a physical address in Arizona or be an entity authorized to conduct business in the state. You can appoint a friend or family member to be your statutory agent. They'll need to sign Form M002, Statutory Agent Acceptance, to indicate their consent. After signing, submit the form to the Arizona Corporation Commission. You can also choose to be your own statutory agent, which means you don't need an acceptance form. It's best to file the acceptance with the articles, though it can be submitted separately. Note that any document filed with the Arizona Corporation Commission is public, which can expose your private information. To protect your privacy, consider using a commercial service as your statutory agent. For example, if you choose Taylor Brands, they provide free agent services for $199 for the first year. They've been doing this for over 6 years, so they know what they're doing. Step 3. File your LLC Articles of Organization. Now it's time to file your LLC's Articles of Organization, which includes important information like your LLC's name, the statutory agent's name and address, and whether the LLC will be managed by members or managers. To do this, you'll need Form L010I, Articles of Organization, and pay a filing fee of $50. If your LLC is formed in another state, you'll need to file Form L025I, Foreign Registration Statement, and pay a filing fee of $150. You can file online through the Arizona Corporation Commission website, which is the quickest option. Or, you can download Form L010I, complete it, and either deliver it in person or mail it to the address provided. If you choose this route, include a cover sheet, member or manager structure attachment, and statutory agent acceptance form. Expect a processing time of 14 to 16 business days. Step 4. Publish a Notice of LLC Formation. Arizona is one of only 3 states that requires you to publish a notice of your LLC formation. Do this only after your articles are approved. You'll have 60 days to publish. If your statutory agent's address is in Maricopa or Pima County, the Arizona Corporation Commission will publish the notice on its website. Otherwise, you'll need to publish it in the local newspaper. Don't worry, your approval letter will give you instructions on how to proceed. Step 5. Create an LLC operating agreement. While an LLC operating agreement isn't legally required in Arizona, it's highly recommended. This private contract outlines roles and responsibilities among members, how much of the business each member owns, voting power, and other important details. It helps prevent conflicts between members and may be required by some banks when opening a business bank account or applying for loans. Step 6. Obtain an LLC EIN, Employer Identification Number. The final step is to obtain an EIN, Employer Identification Number, from the IRS, which acts as a social security number for your business. You'll need an EIN to open a business bank account, pay federal and state taxes, and hire employees. The application is free and straightforward, available on the IRS website. So those are the 7 steps you'll need to complete to successfully create an LLC. A lot of it seems overwhelming, especially when you're just starting up and wanting to learn. Thankfully, with the help of Taylor Brands, everything I've just explained can be done within a couple of minutes with minimal effort. Don't believe me? Well, I'm now going to show you how to use Taylor Brands. Once you click the first link in the description, you'll be taken to the same page as me. First, you want to choose the state. I'll select Arizona and click Get Started. Next, you want to go ahead and put in your business name. For example, I'm going to go ahead and type Kelly Beans. I'm then going to go ahead and check if it's available or not. There we go, this is available, so I can go ahead and click Next. Taylor Brands tells you how they would form your LLC. First off, you need to tell them about your business. You then get an LLC recommendation. You then form your LLC, and they will keep you up to date on your LLC. For the most part, you just want to go ahead and click Next. You then need to specify what stage your business is in. For this video, I'm going to go ahead and choose taking the first steps, and then I'll go ahead and click Next. They ask when you're planning to launch your business, so I'm going to go ahead and choose as soon as possible, and I'll go ahead and click Next. Now you want to specify what your business is about. I'm going to go ahead and say my business is about a coffee shop. I'll go ahead and type that in, click that, and then you need to specify if it's a physical good or a professional service. Mine will be a physical good, so I'll go ahead and click that and then click Next. You then need to answer whether or not you would have hired employees. For my business, because I'm running a coffee shop, for example, I'll go ahead and click Yes, and then I'll click Next. After that, you then need to say where you'll be operating from. I will put in a random postal code, and then I'll choose one of these 3 options here. One of them is online, another is at your brick-and-mortar shop, and the last one is on the go. I'm going to go ahead and choose at your brick-and-mortar, and then I'll go ahead and click Next. You can then choose between these options to apply to your business, a logo, a website, a trademark, etc. For the most part, you probably want a lot of these, so I'm going to go ahead and take all of them because I'd like all of them, and then you can also type your own if you'd like. After that, I'll go ahead and click Next. Then there is a checklist for what you already have in your business. For example, if you already have a logo within your business or a domain or a registered agent, you can go ahead and tick these. However, if you do not have any of these, you can go to the very bottom here and click None of the above. For my example, I don't have any of these, so I'm going to go ahead and click that, and then I'll click Next. You then want to go ahead and fill out your basic information, your name, last name, phone number, and your email address. After you've done that, you go ahead and click Next. Taylor Brands will offer to help you get your own EIN, so if you do need help getting your own EIN, you will be charged $99 after your application is reviewed. After you've chosen, you can then go ahead and click Next. Taylor Brands then offers to give you a registered agent, so if you already have one, of course, you don't really need to do this, but if you don't, I highly recommend it because they make your life a lot easier, and they're very flexible and easy to work with. So if you were to choose this option, you will be charged $199 for the first year. Once you've chosen, you can go ahead and click Next. Get Taylor Brands to keep your LLC compliant, or if you don't want to handle it yourself, you can choose between the 2. However, if you do choose Taylor Brands, you will be charged $199 annually. Once you've chosen that, you can go ahead and click Next. Then you also get an offer to use their toolkit. So with the toolkit, you'll get a domain, create logos, a website, and an online store, a range of other essential tools, all in one place to set up your business online and reach customers. So I do highly recommend the toolkit as it gives you a lot of other things you can add such as a logo or domain or even a website. However, if you do not want to use the toolkit, you can choose between these 2 options. After you've chosen, you can go ahead and click Next. Then you can choose to get your LLC faster, so if you go with the expedited filing time, it should come within 2 business days. However, if you do want to wait, it will come within 14 days, so it's entirely up to you if you are in a rush or you want to be patient. If you do go with the expedited filing time, it will come at $49, so it's your choice there. After this, you can go ahead and click Next. You can then choose to get an operating agreement from Taylor Brands, or if you want to figure out that by yourself, you can choose that. Of course, if you do choose to get an operating agreement with Taylor Brands, you will be charged $29, so after that, you can go ahead and click Next. And then based on what you have checked and what you have chosen throughout this little survey, they will offer you a plan. So as you can see, Taylor Brands has offered the Elite LLC plan, which includes the following. I'll go ahead and explain the other plans in just a moment. However, if we go ahead and scroll down here, you can choose to uncheck or check a registered agent and an EIN. Now do keep in mind with any plan you choose, there will be a state fee. Now obviously the state fee will be different depending on which state you choose, so please keep that in mind. Of course, if you are happy with what you are getting offered, you can go ahead and click Proceed. However, if you do want to have a look at the other plans, I will now show you the other plans. So there is the light option which comes at $0. Of course, you will have to pay the state fee. This may differ depending on which state you choose. So the light plan, you get an LLC formation and it will be processed in up to 14 business days. Then there is the essential plan which comes in at $199 per year. Just like all the others, it comes with the state fee as well. So with the essential plan, you get annual compliance and it is processed in up to 2 business days. And of course, you get an LLC formation, expedited processing, annual compliance, and an operating agreement. Then there is the Elite plan which is recommended by Taylor Brands and comes at $249 and it is billed annually or yearly. This comes with annual compliance and branding tools, and it is processed in up to 2 business days. Now with the Elite plan, you get the most of course considering it is the highest paid plan. However, it is the most worth paid plan. So of course, you'll get an LLC formation, expedited processing, annual compliance, and an operating agreement. You get a 1-year free domain, 8 free logos, a DIY website builder and online store, a digital business card, a social media post maker, and a business card toolkit. They value this at $432, however the full plan is at $249. So regarding choosing a plan, again it is entirely up to you and your situation. However, I do recommend the Elite plan considering how much more you get with the Elite plan. So after you've chosen, you can go ahead and select which plan is right for you. So for this video, I'm going to go ahead and select the Elite plan. So assuming you are happy with your current plan, you can go ahead and click Proceed and then you'll be asked to choose either PayPal or card, entirely up to you guys. So within a couple of minutes, we went through a process with Taylor Brands and have successfully created our own LLC. So if you have to choose between creating an LLC on your terms or creating an LLC with Taylor Brands, I do believe it is a no-brainer to go with Taylor Brands considering how much they offer for such a great price as well as they do all the work for you without you needing to do much at all. Simply fill out a survey, choose the plan, and there you go, you have an LLC. Post-formation steps. After forming your LLC, remember to separate business and personal assets. To keep your LLC's limited liability protection, avoid mixing personal and business transactions. Start by setting up a separate business checking account and credit card. Build business credit. Follow our guide Taylor Brands on building business credit for more resources. Get business insurance. It's wise to protect your business with insurance, and some types may be legally required. Create a website. A website is essential for most businesses. Hire an accountant. Consider hiring an accountant to ensure sound financial practices for your LLC. Congratulations! You've just learned how to establish an LLC in Arizona. We hope you found this information helpful. Feel free to reach out with any questions.